What up, though? I'm your boy LG Tim Wilson for the What Up Though Radio Network. Here to present to you the Showdown. And with me, I got my boys Big Ed and Waze. And we're going to talk a little football. I hope y'all enjoy it. It's the Showdown. And folks, it is Showdown time, and I'm here with my boys Big Ed and Waze. Waze, what's going on with you, man?
Man, not much. I was gonna say enjoying this air, but man, it's cold as fuck out here. I'm right off of the fucking flatlands. This wind's blowing. Man, it's 10 degrees outside, but feels like minus 20. I ain't playing this shit, man. This some bullshit.
Big Ed, what's going on with you up there, man?
Oh man, nothing much. I think I done caught the Rona.
Again?
Oh, this is the first time.
I thought this was the second time. I thought you had it before.
Oh no.
Pork chop did.
Little pork chop had it.
Oh, okay. I thought you caught it during that same timeline.
No.
Right after him. But okay. All right, man. But it's all good. You're gonna beat it. It ain't no big deal. So
Beat it like a 60-year-old in his bedroom.
Hey, hold that. Let me scoot over so get away from that motherfucker. Hold up, man.
You said 6 feet. 6 feet.
OG gonna do the show with the mask.
Playing no games with this nigga here, man. What's up? The fuck going on around here? This nigga is rolling up to play.
All right.
Oh
Yes,
man.
sir. So whole lot going on right now in football, man.
Man.
I know we got an agenda tonight, but before I kick it to Wade to run down what we're gonna talk about, I got a couple things I want to talk about. But let's do this first, man. I don't know, Big Ed, you want to do some cough syrup with it? Okay.
I got a beer because I'm broke right now.
It's all good. I'm still drinking the same bottle of Crown from last month.
Shit, I'm drinking water today.
I thought he was gonna shoot some Robitussin or some shit. It is official. Tom Brady made it official today. He is out of the game. Tom Brady has officially retired today. So yeah, man. How you feel about it, Big Ed?
Part of me wants to say good riddance, but part of me is we're gonna miss him.
Who's we?
Come on now. You know you're gonna miss watching Tom Brady play.
You know what I'm gonna miss? Watching them lose in the playoffs.
No. It's about
time. What's your thoughts, Wade?
Look, don't get me wrong. I got mad respect for the man. He is the GOAT of the NFL. There's no second place is way too far behind. It's not even close right now. But at the same time, the whole reason I hated this man is because of how great he performed in the playoffs. And his win percentage in the playoffs is the main reason I didn't like him. I had no legit reason. That was it. So to see him to know that we don't have to worry about Tom Brady in the playoffs ever again, and no matter what, we're going to have a playoffs in the NFL where someone else gets a chance to win a Super Bowl, I'm excited for.
Man, you know, if somebody else getting a chance this year, man, the guy was in it 20 years. He only won 7. So, I mean, it's been other people winning Super Bowls. It's not hate on the great. You know what I'm saying? We gotta can't hate on the great.
I don't like Michael Jordan either.
I don't like him either, but that's the difference. He didn't go to Michigan.
That's a good point. That's the only thing that saves Tom Brady with me.
But you know, I'm not a Michael Jordan fan because I'm a Pistons fan, and that was my Chicago as our rivals, and we were really rivals back then, heavily. And I felt you know, I ain't gonna go there. I'm not going down the Michael Jordan rabbit hole. Not letting you take me there. And, just for the record, you know what? I am much more at peace so far. I made a secret New Year's resolution with myself to avoid all Facebook posts that have anything to do with Michael Jordan or LeBron James, because they always turn into the LeBron versus Michael debate, and you ain't changing nobody's mind.
Right.
You ain't figured that shit out by now. Get a clue. You ain't changing nobody's mind.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, every time I see a post that's got Jordan on it, or I see a post that got LeBron on it, I pass on by, move along. And I've been so much more. I've enjoyed Facebook so much more without them in my feed. It don't make sense. It's unbelievable. I've really been surprised. I've really been surprised how much more I enjoy Facebook without them. So that said, Tom Brady is the GOAT. And I say, me saying that is huge because for a long time, even though he's a Wolverine, I was in denial because I've been holding on to Joe Montana as the GOAT for decades, and I didn't want to let it go, but I had to let it go because Tom Brady just kept on doing what Tom Brady just kept on doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not gonna hate. I'm not gonna say good riddance. I'm not gonna be glad he's out. I quite frankly wish I kind of wanted him to do the farewell tour. I know he didn't want to do the farewell tour. He's not doing it. And you know, I respect that. But hey, thanks for the memories, Tommy.
Yeah.
Thanks
Mm-hmm.
for the memories. Straight up, no chaser. I'll never forget the tuck rule game, which I thought was a fumble. I still do.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan on Michigan crime, by the way. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Yeah.
Those that don't know, that was a Wolverine on Wolverine crime. That was Charles Woodson who hit Tom Brady to cause the fumble that turned out to not be a fumble, and that the tuck rule was recreated. So Charles Woodson and Tom Brady were teammates in Michigan, actually.
Yep.
So yeah, man, that's a big news. That's a big story. The other big story is one that is extremely interesting. Brian Flores has filed a class action suit. He is suing the NFL for racist hiring practices, for overall racism, and he made a statement. I understand I'm putting my job, my career at risk. I thank the NFL. I love coaching. I've been blessed with the ability to coach, and but somebody has to put a stop to it. Basically, he's saying that if I lose my career over this, I don't hope to, I don't want to, but if I do, at least I hope to that we can make this better for the future, for the guys that's coming along behind us. And applaud to him for that on my account. Joe, what's your thoughts?
Man, when I saw that article earlier, I was a little apprehensive until I actually got to reading it. And the fact that he's supposedly got proof from a text message with Bill Belichick saying that this is something the Giants, or was it the Giants that actively done this? I was like, oh, yep.
Actually, bro, I read the text, and what it was, Bill Belichick texted him to congratulate him on the job, and then he walked the text back and said, "Oh, I'm text the wrong Brian. I meant to text Brian DeBow."
Well, either way.
And the thing is, when he got it, he still had an interview coming.
Yep.
Oh, in other words, y'all interviewing me to meet y'all Rooney Rule, but y'all already made y'all decision.
Yep.
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 Which y'all knew has been happening anyway. So this is gonna be huge. I think it's a game changer. Michael Thomas, wide receiver for the Saints, he posted a tweet saying he thinks Flores is changing the game. Is about to change the game.
Mm-hmm.
It is a game changer. And I'll tell you where it starts, in my opinion. I've been feeling this way for a long time. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. For some reason, I'm coming out in my headphones a lot, very low. Um, the problem I think the NFL truly has is the lack of diversity in ownership.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the problem lies. It's not coaching. It's not GMs. It's ownership. There is just no black ownership.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Right.
one non-white ownership. Only one team is owned by a non-white person.
Yep. And ain't that Jacksonville?
That's Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
But black people are shut out from owning an NFL team, and therein lies the real issue. Because culture is top down, and at the top, there's no diversity.
Yep.
What do you expect as you move down?
And that's bottom line truth.
Yeah, no doubt. And I heard a tweet today. Oh, there it is. I was just holding the mic too far away from me. I was listening to local sports talk radio, and there's this guy Wojo. Now, me and Wojo, I eventually met. I've always liked Wojo, but I eventually met Wojo in person, and we ended up we got along well in real life too, not just from a radio standpoint. He used to like me as a caller, and of course I would call and say this is Squirrel, and he would call me Roten, and that's how he remembered it. I would remember him. He'd call me Roten all the time. So when we actually met in person, because I was working for WJOB and Clear Channel, and he was with Clear Channel too, we got along. And Wojo is the kind of person who has always come with a take. He likes to put dumb shit on display. He got a tweet today because they do ticket text and not a tweet, but a text. So they do ticket text and phone numbers. So the same phone number, you can call a station, you can text a station. So some people choose to text instead of call because they can hide behind the text, right?
Well, not only that, they can get through.
That too. But it's just as hard getting through on a text as well, quite frankly. But they get still the illusion that you can get through. So a text message came in, and Wojo said, "I'm reading this just because I want it to be heard, so people know what the hell it is." Because here we go. Here comes the text. The league has 70% African American players, 73% African American players. Where's the class action lawsuit against them for that? The reverse racism card, in other words.
Ooh.
It's what they're trying to play there. Yeah, no, that's strictly talent, motherfucker. That's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that is. That is strictly based on talent, speed, ability to get out on that field and perform. But as you move up into management, people are interviewed and people are chosen. And unfortunately, it's not all about how good you are, but how much you look like my neighbors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How well you fit into my neighborhood. So I think that's I think it's going to be an interesting thing that plays out. And on that note, man, I think we took that much further than I thought, but there's two huge stories. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave it in the comments. And, we do read our comments. So holler at us. This is not the What Up Though Show. This is the What Up Though Show Radio Network.
Goddamn.
But this is the Showdown. Got that beat on him. back, man. This is the Showdown. I'm your boy OG Tim Wilson. To my side, I got my boy Big Ed, Big Corona, and down below, believe it or not, the host of the show, who's gonna be guiding us from here out, is my boy Waze. What's going on, Waze? Talk to us,
Man. So today we gonna hit on some topics. You know, we got a couple weeks before the Super Bowl, so I'll be honest, I don't even want to touch it. We'll go over the conference championships first. That's the closest we're gonna get to talking about the Super Bowl. And then after that, we're gonna give our personal picks on who we believe should make the AFC and the NFC Pro Bowl teams, and who we believe is our overall All Pro or All NFL team.
okay? All right, fair enough.
Now, first game we had today, or yes, what's today? This past weekend.
Over the weekend.
Monday.
This past weekend, what we have, we had KC up against Cincy
Yep.
and Barn Burner. Barn Burner, to say the least. KC came out there, they did their thing. They owned the first half, and the second half they forgot where the fuck they were and how to play.
Man, it looked like the whole first half that the Bengals was playing like they ain't never been there before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was funny. It was good.
Well, you know, they hadn't been there before.
Well, not in 30 years, 33 years.
And most of the players on the team is probably 30 or under 30. So
Right.
yeah, like I said, they hadn't been there before. It's like I said, that first half, it looked like Alabama and Cincinnati instead of Kansas City and Cincinnati. I'm like, we watching college? But shit, that Joe Burrow is a good player, man. Joe Burrow is he might be the new age Tom Brady. This motherfucker just all of a sudden, you know, they fucked up though. Kansas City fucked up when they did not kick that field goal at the end of the half. And I called it right there. I was sitting with my son because he was mad at y'all because y'all picked Cincinnati. And so he was like, I'm gonna sit here and watch this with you. And when they didn't kick that, I said, man, they should have kicked that field goal right there. I said, they fucking up. They fucked up and not kicking the field. He was like, yeah, we go for it. I said, man, they've got 5 seconds. Fucking go for it. Take the points. The points are on the board. You take 3 points.
Yep.
So now they come up 0. They come up empty. And, you know, they make the other team feel like they head to the locker room with momentum because they feel like they stopped you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They stopped you from scoring, and they feeling good when on their way to the locker room. And sure enough, that's how they felt. They even said it, vocalized it later. We felt like we went into halftime with momentum, and it came out the second half, and it showed that way because, hey, they owned them in the second half.
Man.
They owned Kansas City.
Look, KC came out, they got the ball in the second half, and then all of a sudden they look like the fucking Three Stooges out there. I don't know what the fuck happened there. Fumble, interception, fumble. What the fuck happened?
I tell you what happened. They said somebody else is going to beat us. It's not going to be Tyreek Hill.
Yep. They shut him the fuck down.
They shut him down bad.
He is not going to beat us. Somebody else is going to beat us. It's not going to be him. And unfortunately, nobody else could beat him.
No.
Yep.
Kelsey got shut down.
Yeah, that's really what it came down to, man. We deal with Kelsey. Kelsey is great and all, but Tyreek Hill is not going to beat us.
Yeah. They at least came
Ain't
back.
doing this shit today.
They at least came back and got the game tied towards the end there. Brought it into overtime. Fucked around, won the coin flip.
Yeah.
And they fucked around and it was like, yes, we're going to fucking win. And nope.
Because they've been believing the hype of all the shit they've been hearing all week about the team to win the coin flip is going to win the game. All this shit. We got to change it. We got to change it. See how it works? All you got to do is play fucking defense.
Man,
The system is just fine. It worked for you last week. It worked against you this week because you got to flip both times. Last time you went right down and scored a touchdown because the Bills was the same defense that couldn't stop you from scoring in 13 seconds, couldn't stop you in overtime. So I'm not blaming overtime for that.
No.
I'm not. You didn't deserve to get back out on the field. Your defense let you down.
Yep.
Joe Burrow earned a chance to get back on the field because his defense didn't let him down. In fact, his defense said, not only are you not getting in this end zone in this game, bitch, you ain't getting on the board.
Exactly.
Now all we need is a field goal, and that's your ass.
Man, once that pick happened, I was like, yep, that's the game.
Ouch. Yep. And right when that shit happened, I saw Dejan buckle over. With stomach cramps and shit. He started getting coronavirus. It was fucked up, man. Yeah, so that was a great game, man. It was a great game.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great game, and Kansas City falls to Cincinnati, and Cincinnati is headed to the Super Bowl.
Man. And as you already alluded to earlier, Big Ed and I were the only ones that picked Cincy to win that game.
Yep.
And then here goes the second game of the night.
I'll be right back.
OG said, I'm going to skip this segment. Y'all go ahead and talk.
Look. Hold on, we're gonna wait for him to get back. No, that Cincy game was something else.
Let me just put it this way. Jimmy G, you should have took the goddamn sack.
Yeah. Jimmy G secured himself a contract somewhere else for next season with that.
Oh yeah, he I saw, I didn't read the article earlier, but I saw an article earlier that said he expects to be traded this year.
Oh yeah, after that play, yeah, he's gone. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
He just wants to go to a winning situation.
I guarantee you Trey Lance was on the sideline like, really? I could have done better than that. But I will say, in my opinion, personal opinion, that game was better than the Cincy KC game. I enjoyed that one more. I don't know if it was because I was the only one who picked the Rams to win or what, but I enjoyed that game up until Jimmy G started fucking around in that fourth quarter. It was any man's game.
I'm not putting this one on Jimmy G, even though that last play was fucked. I'm not putting this on Jimmy G. This game was lost when that dumbass nigga dropped that interception.
Hey,
that's how they lost the game.
When that happened, you saw it. Not even just him. What was that?
This game was lost when he dropped that interception.
Yeah.
Because if he catches that, because Jimmy G had no turnovers up to that point. He had no turnovers in the game until that last play when he was just trying to save a down. I mean, fuck, I ain't want to get sacked because it's going to be fourth down and forever. And so, what's the chances? The game was lost once because all game they played the run, so Jimmy G could get his game on. He could get time, but once that motherfucker missed that shit, and then now all we got to do for this, we got to stop you one time. You got to get downfield. You ain't about to run it. Now we can just tee up and come after your ass and wear your offensive line out and see if you can make this happen. But that was a desperation play that everybody's going to count against him. Jimmy G played probably one of the more flawless games he normally plays.
I can agree.
He did not throw the ball in harm's way all fucking night.
Yeah.
Matt Stafford, I knew he owed us an interception. I say that motherfucker's not a one-pick pony. He's going to throw us another one. And he threw us another one, and the motherfucker didn't catch it. he dropped it and hit him in the gut. And I'm sitting there like, bro, you catch that, we win.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You catch that, we win. And I'm laying it in his lap. I'm not putting it on Jimmy, even though I agree. I think Jimmy's gone, but I'm not putting it on Jimmy. I'm laying it in the lap of the guy that dropped that ball.
Yep.
But I got something for y'all, a theory that I heard in passing, and I said, whoa, that would be interesting.
What's that?
If Aaron Rodgers ends up on the 49ers next year.
I've heard that's one of the teams he wants to go to.
Well, I'm sure he would love to because, hey, they might not be settled with saying Trey Lance is ready. They might not feel like he's quite ready yet. And Aaron want to go to a winning situation. I don't think Green Bay feels like Jordan Love is ready yet, if that's his damn name.
But I don't think Green Bay is going to trade him inside the conference.
No, they will. If they get Jimmy G, they'll be satisfied.
If they can get Jimmy G and some picks,
they'll be satisfied with that.
Jimmy G and some collateral, they got somebody to hold them over till Jordan is ready, and we got somebody to hold us over till Trey is ready. Because we get Rodgers, we ready to win the Super Bowl this year, immediately.
And yeah, I can agree with that because unlike he did on with Green Bay this past season, you see he had no weapons this season except for Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones. That was it. But they made it as far as they made it.
Yeah, and I think he'd have a better coach. And no, we ain't gonna bring you to the frozen tundra. We bring you to Southern California, bitch. Man. Come on, we gonna throw that bitch tonight.
Look, I will say this: Aaron Rodgers ends up with the 49ers. It's a scary situation. Aaron Rodgers hooking up with Debo, hooking up with Eli, hooking up with Ayuk. God damn, he's got way too many weapons.
Eli's because remember he was. Oh yeah, and remember Eli was third string, bro. People forget as well as he did, he was third string. So there's two more running backs coming back. That's even better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, that would be the most dangerous move he can make. Nothing that Aaron Rodgers could do could be as dangerous as that. And we can give you your quarterback to hold you over till your youngin is ready.
Now, the downside to getting Aaron Rodgers is losing the draft picks they need to build that defense up. Because realistically, that's the 49ers' weakness is that defense.
I think the 49ers' weakness is Jimmy G.
I won't say that. Jimmy G.
I really do. Because they didn't score a lot of points on us.
No.
They didn't run it up. They didn't beat us by we couldn't keep up.
No.
Shit, if we could have scored another touchdown, we win. If we had Aaron Rodgers, we would have scored an offensive. I mean, Jimmy G wins games. Jimmy G has a great win percentage. I give him that. But he won 2 playoff games this year with 0 touchdown passes and 2 interceptions.
No, that's a good point.
Now, if I can win 2 playoff games with 0 touchdown passes and 2 interceptions, what can I do with Aaron Rodgers?
Man.
Turn it up.
And these weren't easy playoff games.
Mm-hmm.
They wasn't pushovers. We were underdogs both games. We counted out on both of them. We on the road.
Cowboys, you were a narrow underdog, but the Packers, I would even admit, even though I chose the 49ers to win that game,
oh yeah,
they were a serious underdog in that game.
They were heavy underdogs. Yeah. We were on the road the whole time.
I ain't gonna lie, I picked them for the
home
upset.
game is the one we lost. The closest we came to a home game is the one we lost.
Yep.
There was more 49er fans than Rams fans because we right up the road.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We right up the road. So Yeah, I'm just saying they would be the most dangerous team, and that they would be the team to watch.
Yeah.
They would be the team to watch. That's the move. That's the move they need to make. Y'all hear me? Make it. Make that move.
Mm-hmm.
Make that move. Do it. I wanted them to get Tom Brady, but make that move. Go and get Rodgers. Brady's gone.
And I was joking. There's no way Aaron Rodgers is going to Tampa. He ain't interested.
I don't see that either.
Jimmy
No.
G might be going to Tampa.
I could see potentially Jimmy G going to Tampa. I don't expect him to go to Tampa. I think Tampa is going to shop the market. More than likely, if they end up with a trade, they're getting Russell.
Yeah, I can see that one.
I could see that. I could see that. I could see Tampa though being in a position where they pretty much starting over.
Yeah, they have to rebuild at this point. 'Cause what do you do? You know, you're essentially right now. You essentially have a team that Tom Brady built for you.
Yeah, because last year Tom Brady came to a team that was loaded, and all they needed was a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This year, he talked everybody into taking a pay cut, like I take a pay cut and let's run it back. So everybody kind of took a pay cut to come back and run it back one time. Well, now we lost. I guarantee you everybody ain't coming back again.
No.
Mike Evans will be the last remaining player on that team.
They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose some guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're losing more than Tom Brady with Tom Brady leaving. And that's how I feel about that.
I agree because I can tell you right now, I expect within the next couple of weeks we'll hear about Gronkowski announcing his retirement next.
No doubt about that.
Yeah, because he only came back because Brady asked him to. He didn't persuade him; he just asked him.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to the Niners Rams game. We know who won that. No need to explain. I'm the only one who picked the winner of that game correctly. So I went 2-0 this past weekend.
You guys don't understand how much I had to hear about Matt Stafford this week.
Look, I already figured you would because I've been looking. I've been seeing nothing but Detroit fans are praising Matt Stafford. I'm like, oh, OG's hearing it. So I ain't going to bring it up. I ain't going to talk about Matt Stafford. You see, this is the most I've talked about him all night.
I heard Matt Stafford going to the Super Bowl so much this week. And, and it ain't even the stuff that was aimed at me. There was a little bit aimed at me. I got mine, and that's cool. But it was when everybody that wanted to take their shots at me got done. I still had to hear this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You have no ad nauseum.
Yeah.
Every fucking day.
Yeah. I saw another article that said Detroit fans are praising Matt Stafford.
And they are, for the most part.
They're considering this a win for Detroit.
But they have been all year. They have been all year, right? Because he left in good graces. Mm-hmm. They rooted him on. It was like when Chauncey Billups left. When Chauncey left, everybody felt bad, but we love Chauncey. He left in good graces, mm-hmm. and we're gonna still root for Chauncey. Chauncey's our guy.
Exactly.
And that's how they felt about Matt. You leave in bad. You leave with bad spirit, then we will say fuck you. Don't get me wrong. We're mm-hmm. not just a forgiving city. It's just that you leave in good graces like you did. You leave with class, and you don't put us down on the way out. You went out right. People root for you. We want the best for you.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's how they played him, man. That's how they felt all year. That's how it's been all year. And man, for him to go to now, there has been a few people with a realistic emotion that said, yeah, that means that pick that we got for Stafford is gonna be 30 or 31, 31 or 32.
Yep. They're like, God damn, we got fucked over royally in this one.
That pick we got for Stafford is either 31 or 32, and neither one is very promising. So, yeah, that is out there too.
Oh yeah,
and that's out there too.
I can say the Rams are definitely very happy they made the decision to reach out and get Matt Stafford.
And you know what I tell people, what nobody is saying that I'll say, and this is the last I'm going to say on it. And what I say for the people that the people that are mad about it, because there are some people mad about it. So I had to hear about it regardless if you're you're bragging about it because I told you Stafford wasn't your problem. Bullshit. Or which don't tell me that shit. The motherfucker actually threw away the game that just so happened that the motherfucker on San Francisco dropped it. He actually threw away the fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
So if that man catches this ball, then we got a totally different conversation, right? So he actually did fuck up the game.
Yeah.
We just fucked up the game. We had somebody that fucked it up more than he did by not catching it. That said, you got those, but then you've got those people that are on the opposite side of that. They're mad because they don't want to hear the shit. They don't want to hear all you fake Stafford fans. You wasn't fans when he was here. Now all of a sudden you want to be fans. Fuck that dude. Fuck you. You know, you got those two.
Mm-hmm.
And what I tell them is the true Lion fans that come to my timeline, I tell them all the same thing. They'll say, because their big thing is Stafford went to a ready-made team. The team was great when he got there. So he went to a team that was already good, and all he had to do was not fuck it up. And I say, you're right. But here's the good news. The same guy that built those Rams that he just won with is the guy that's building your Lions now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just be patient.
Mm-hmm.
I know he didn't make the big splash pick to make you all happy and sell tickets, but that's the way the Lions always did it. For a change, he picked somebody with substance to build the infrastructure, to build the foundation of this team, the offensive line, the shit that counts when it comes down to it. And then you put Stafford behind in this ready-made team. You make the team first, and then you stick him in there, and you see what results they got. You can get those results too if you build it right. And the guy that built them is now building us. So chill out.
Let's just put it like this: with anyone upset about that trade, just understand, if it weren't for Jared Goff, no one would know who Amon-Ra St. Brown is.
That motherfucker St. Brown is nice.
Yeah, he is.
So that's my last word on it. Anybody else got something else to say about it?
I ain't got nothing else. Y'all ready to move on and pick up our AFC and NFC teams?
I am, but I do have one thing to say about the Super Bowl. I know we're waiting, but I have one thing to say. Call me at halftime because I won't be watching.